Hi everybody, it is Sarah from Social Diva Marketing here, and I'm doing this update today because everybody has been a little bit freaked out about all the Facebook changes and updates, and nobody knows whether they're Arthur or Martha and what's going on. So I'm going to do a little video on the recent changes. So I'm going to give you a quick, easy guide and catch up with what's happening on Facebook. But of course, remember, there are going to be more changes tomorrow on Thursday when the Facebook developers actually have got a whole load more changes in store for us. But hopefully it's all going to be good. Okay, so let's get on and talk about the recent changes that we have just noticed over the last week. And the most recent one was obviously this morning, and most people noticed the changes in their news feed. So Facebook have summed this up quite nicely. What they want you to do is that when you visit Facebook, you should see the things that you are most interested in. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to make, get rid of that old style when you're looking in the news feed that you then see the top stories or the most recent ones. So what they've done is they've replaced the newsfeed with a single newsfeed, which then shows you both with the top news at the same time. So the top news at the top and the most recent underneath. And if you haven't visited Facebook, for a while, the first thing that you're going to see when you log in are the most top photographs and statuses, while you've not been logged on. And of course, if you are a frequent Facebook user like myself, a bit of a Facebook junkie, we will see the most recent stories first. And something else that I've noticed today as well is that on the newsfeed, actually the photographs are actually, they're a lot bigger, a lot clearer. I'm actually quite liking that. I think that looks pretty cool. And on the right hand side here is something that I don't know why they've called it the ticker. So the ticker is a live feed area that sticks out obviously in the right hand corner here, and it gives you a running play-by-play of what is happening literally right now. But Facebook have been playing around with this for a while, but on a much smaller scale, but now it is rolling out to everyone. So what you do is you can click on anything in the ticker and see the full story. So here we just clicked on Jean Carroll Marcel's here, and you can see immediately the whole status without actually losing your place within the feed. And also another thing here on the top left hand side here, on the blue corners here, with the easy to spot blue corners here, they're marking these as the top stories, or you can mark them as a top story yourself. And then we have the lovely subscribe button that we've been noticing. So let's just pop onto Carly's lovely profile here. So here we see subscribe. The whole layout is very different up here. So here we have the subscribe button. So the subscribe button allows you to set just how much you want to hear from a person. So it will now allow you to subscribe to someone even if they're not your friend. So somebody who's reached their limit or hasn't accepted your friend request, you can still subscribe to their news feeds. But you have to make sure that if you're going to allow subscribers to subscribe to you, you have to make sure that you've allowed this by setting your post to public. So your posts all go out to public. So you're already getting your friends' posts in newsfeed with the subscribe button, so you can choose how much you see from them now. So here, obviously I'm subscribed to Carly. So all updates, if I click on all updates here, we've got live events, status updates, photos and videos, games, comments and likes and other activities. Well, for me, the games on Facebook is a bit of a no-no, so I'll unclick that. I don't think Carly's really into the games on Facebook either, but even if she was, it's not something I'm interested in, so I have just clicked off that. And of course you can unsubscribe if you want to. And then of course we have the new friend button here, just next to the subscribe button here. So now whenever you friend someone or you hover over the friend button on their profile, you have few options that you obviously didn't have there before. So at the top of the list, you can easily set someone to close friend or an acquaintance. The former will automatically set their subscription button to all posts, and then the latter automatically sets it to only important. So here is where that you can put them all in their list there, and of course this is where you can unfriend as well, where we used to be able to do that on the left hand side down here. So that's changed again. And another change here is here on the top right hand corner where you have your name, home, and the little drop down here. So here on the drop down menu here, we've got your help center, account settings, privacy settings, and obviously this is where that you change to use your Facebook pages, and of course your log out. And then if you click on home, it takes you back to the news feed. And then another quite an exciting little thing, especially for businesses, is that you no longer need 25 likes on a business page in order to grab a custom URL, which is fabulous, because you know, if it's a small business and you haven't got the likes yet, but you need that vanity URL, you no longer need those 25 likes. So that is a brilliant little thing for businesses now. And also Facebook are not bombarding your inbox now by emailing you with a daily summary of the less important notifications instead of the individual ones. Of course, we can change that in our settings, but you know, with constantly being added to groups and stuff like that, the notifications were getting really out of hand. And if there are posts or comments in another language, they prompt the appearance of a translate button, which is brilliant. And also posts that have been shared will now include a link so you can follow to see who has shared them. Okay, so I've just gone on to Social Diva Marketing because I just want to show you something. The friend activity, which is really cool as well. So let's click on that. And then you will see the list of the friend activity, what's been happening on the wall. Right, so let's just have a little recap on all the changes. Okay, so let's have a little recap on what the Facebook changes are. So when you first log into your Facebook, if you haven't logged in for a while, you're going to see your the most top and interesting stories and photos and stuff like that. If you're more of a regular user on Facebook, you're going to see your top stories and your recent stories underneath. And don't forget this little blue little triangle thing in the corner here, that's going to be marked as your top stories, and also you can mark those yourself as well. And don't forget about this little ticker box on the right hand side here. This is like real time of what's happening, so you can just click on people, see what's happening with their updates without actually losing your place in the news feed. And then we have the subscribe button. Here we have the subscribe button. So make sure that you check your settings about if you want to allow subscribers to you or not. So you have to also make sure that your posts are made public so that your subscribers can see them. And then we have the friends tabs, and then we have the friends tabs here, so you can put your friends into list. And of course this is where that you can unfriend your friends as well here. And our changes up in the right hand side here with the drop down menu, where you have your settings here in the drop down menu, and when you click on home, that takes you back to the news feed. And you no longer don't need 25 likes on the business page in order to grab your custom URL. No more hefty notifications, of course, unless you want them. Then you just go and sort that out in the notifications pages. And if posts or comments are made in other languages, then an appearance of a translate button will appear, which I think is really cool. And also posts that have been shared will now include a link, so then you can follow to see who has shared them. And not forgetting the friend activity down here. Okay, so any comments or anything else that you need to know, it is a very quick and short video. I am going to do one more in depth, but I don't know where the day has gone. So if there's any specific questions that anybody has, then please leave a message and I will get back to you. Either Carly or myself will get back to you and have a fabulous evening, guys, and we look forward to the more changes tomorrow. But of course, Carly and I are on top of this. We will be the first, you know, we will do the videos and keep you all updated with the new very exciting changes to Facebook. So have yourselves a fabulous evening, and I shall chat to you very soon. Okay, bye.